Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Mwendo Adasa, ready to share. As always, my viewers, I really like to thank you for your love and support, time, resources. I really appreciate. This channel is all about becoming better people. Today, we are going to discuss about 5 rules of making friends. 5 rules of making friends. What makes a good friend? In December 25th, 2010, a lady 42 years old in Britain posted a suicide note in a social website, a popular one. A message sounded like a desperate plea for attention. But guess what? No one responded. He had friends, over 1,000 people, but he has no friends. The following day, the police found a body. He dead. He committed suicide through overdose. So what we are trying to find out, how to make good friends, because you can have friends, but they don't add value in your life. You can have friends and they're not like there to support you, to encourage you, and to be there for you. So we are going to see 5 points which are rules of making friends, because where do we get friends? We get friends from social media. We get friends from social gatherings like religious gathering, parties, weddings, and what have you. That is where we are able to meet new people and make friendship with them. So we are going to check on the first rule of making friendship. First rule of making friendship is being a good friend. It's good to be a good friend. So how do you become a good friend? By doing to others what you'd like them to do to you. You do what others you'd like them to do for you. If you don't want people to bully you, don't bully them. If you want people not to steal from you, why should you steal from them? If you don't want people to gossip about you, don't gossip them. Although they might gossip, but the gossip won't reach you, simply because you are not a gossiper. That's why you never hear of people gossiping you. They did it, but you never heard. It will never affect you. So, being a good friend can attract other people to be a good friends to you. Number 2, rule number 2, be ready for sacrifices, commitments. Ready for sacrifices and commitments, because true friendship or having a good friendship with someone involves commitments. You have to be responsible. You have to show care. You have to be committed. It's a two-way thing, yes. So it requires a lot of hard work and sacrifices on both sides. So be ready to sacrifice. Be ready to commit yourself. And guess what? The rewards are worth the effort. So the question you should be asking yourself is, am I willing to give myself, my time, my resources to my friend? Okay, most of the people like taking, but they don't like giving. So you have to ask yourself, if you are responsible, you have to be willing to give your time, your resources to a friend. Remember, to have a good friend, first, you need to be a good friend. So it's like cultivating. It's like going to you have a shamba garden, a kitchen garden, and you plant your spinach, you plant your tomatoes, you plant carrots. What is it required? Work. You water, you put manure if they are required, such things. So be generous, show affection, and most of all, be willing to sacrifice time when you are needed, because that is the most important time. If someone needs to talk to you, be available to them. Modern day society encourages egoism rather than altruism. So it means a lot when someone takes a sincere interest in you without necessarily expecting anything in return. So most of the time it's two-way, but if you're able to do one way and then wait for the results, it's also good for you. Rule number 3, be a good communicator. A good communicator. Remember, we are talking of being better people, right? So go be a good communicator. A true friend cannot flourish without regular communication. So communication should be there. Talk together about interests that you share. If it's music, if it's singing, if it's dancing, if whatever interest, listen to what your friend has to say. And also respect their opinions, because you are not the same. It might like to do something you don't like, so respect what they like to do. Wherever possible, commend, encourage them. At times a friend may need advice or even correction. So if you're a good communicator, it's not always easy to tell someone their fault. However, a loyal friend should point out serious fault and offer tactful guidance. Express the opinion freely, but you should not get upset when you disagree, because the moment you disagree, things come up that can destroy your friendship. So don't be upset when you disagree. So what I value friends personally the most thing I value in friends are the ones who are willing to spend time with me and listen to me wherever I have problems. So true friends or good friends will tell the truth even if they know it will hurt the other person, but they will understand it was for their best interest. Everyone must be quick to listen and slow to speak. That is what the Bible says in James chapter 1, verse 19. That good friends always appreciate a listening ear. So point number 4. Point number 4. I hope everyone is able to get some points and everyone is able to find yourself where you are weak, so that you strengthen yourself as you make friends, especially because you want to make good friends. So be attentive. When a friend wishes to share his innermost thoughts and concerns, do not get offended if he's honest with you, because those are the time friends disagree, because they are telling you the truth and they want the best in you. Point number 4, be a good forgiver. In order for you to be a good friend, you have to be a good forgiver. We are not perfect. So sometimes we make mistakes. No one is perfect. So the closer we get to a friend is the time we see their flaws, we see their mistakes. Because now we are being close, we are doing things together, you see their mistakes, they magnify. Our friends are not perfect, but neither we are. We are not perfect. Therefore, we should never expect or demand perfection from people we make friends with. It is good to cherish their values and to make allowance for what? For mistake. Sometimes we have high expectation of others than we have for ourselves. So we should recognize our own mistakes and our own need for forgiveness, so that it can be easier also for us to do what? To forgive, to be willing to forgive others. So the last last rule of making friendship is don't limit yourself. What do we mean by don't limit yourself? Widen your widen up. Make friends of all different choices, different ages, different culture, different, especially age. Sometimes we tend to stay on mostly people who we are age mates, but it's good to have friends who are elderly, and also the friends who are younger, and also respect their culture, respect their age as well. You will learn so much. So that is all I had for you. I really appreciate your time. God bless you. I love you all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this information so that we help one another. Next time we are going to talk about mistakes people make, and it costs their friendship. Mistakes people make that cost their friendship. Thank you so much. God bless you.